People do crazy things when they're in love. Um, so I always thought maybe it was. I was like something was always suspect about this entire thing. Now watching this, seeing things from different angles, seeing how footage is chopped out of um, certain surveillance cameras, you finding out that there was two witnesses that came forward that were not questioned when this trial happened, not really even kind of interviewed outside the initial intake, where they said it was two. We saw two white people. We saw two white people, and his neighbor was so adamant about that, and so was the guy that worked at the Sheridan. He said he flashed the light. I flashed the light, and two white people. Okay, two things can be true. Jussie Smollett could have staged this because clearly they have the brothers on the camera at a surveillance store, like on surveillance camera at a liquor store buying skull caps, all of that, ski mask. But you don't see them. You don't see them buying rope. You don't see them doing that. And the way the universe is set up, and you know this to be true, your ass could have really got attacked in real life. So I know that there were people questioning, oh, it was like a polar vortex. Why would he go to Subway of all place? You know, like it's you know, you're gonna freeze it up for Subway. I was like, nigga, have y'all not been starved before? Because it wasn't like I was at home and I woke up. You
Look,
just
that
getting back
$5 foot long go a long way.
Yeah, a $5 foot long go a long way when you are starving. I have gone to Subway when I have been like I was about to throw up my stomach because I was so hungry, and I have gotten Subway. Now it might not be in a -2 degree temperature, but I have done in 100-degree temperature, and I was like, okay, like my body just needed something. Also, it was other people in the subway. Like it's not like it wasn't like him and the subway worker. And why are people so shocked that there's a 24-hour subway? And maybe that's a regional thing because we have so many of them out here. But that was the thing. And so when you're seeing the ins and outs of this, it is literally like these Nigerians have an attorney that is very similar to Tony Busby. She's giving Tony Busby tea.
Ambulance chaser.
Ambulance chaser. Because, and maybe my hearing like did something weird, but I was like, how did she say to their mom? Like, was she driving Uber or was their mom driving Uber? Because how did she give that card to their mother saying, oh, if you ever need an attorney or whatever? It seemed like I was under the impression that she was driving this Uber car. And not that I'm not shaming anybody or anything, but I'm just trying to get a clear understanding of that interaction.
Damn.
So it's giving ambulance chaser and cloud like you cloud chasing, like somebody calls you, they're saying they need an attorney, this is who is involved, and you can make some money off of this and get some notoriety.
Right.
Also, I know that we talk about the Crown Act and image, like appearance, but I just could not take anything she said seriously with that I call it like that bull piercing, that septum piercing in her nose and the braces. It was too much happening. And then you want to smile and laugh and gilk all the time. So I think that that particular group of people, they all wanted some type of notoriety, fame. Unfortunately for them, they didn't know how to ride that 15 minutes of fame. Like for me, I felt like the entire interaction with them this documentary was just it was almost like it was a joke to them.
Yeah. I mean, so, hindsight though too. That they're joking.
yeah, I don't know if it's in hindsight because for me when you the passive jokey manner, y'all not being honest about whatever conversation happened in the when you was at the precinct. So it seemed like it just was it was just really for me. Yes, you might have plotted something, and then like how y'all get to the scene. Oh, he told on us or whatever. I'm like, where did you get that from? I didn't. I didn't get that from like anything that Jussie said. So but where Jussie really dropped the ball, he should have just let them go through his phone. Because this is how all of this is, simply because you didn't let them go through your phone.
We should have known something was up with Jussie when he said he was the gay Tupac. I'm sorry. That's when we should have
Oh,
been. You didn't see that concert footage? Let me find it for you. Hold on. Keep going. Keep talking. While I find it.
For me, okay. So let's say you did ask these Nigerians for steroids. One of them was training you. Y'all met on set. Okay. So you asked them for steroids that are illegal here. Pay the fine. It ain't gonna really be damaging to your career. They might make you go to Alcoholics Anonymous, something like that, and that's it. But it does come across where it's like, okay, you might have more to this than what you're saying. Which also, I was surprised y'all didn't get a subpoena for his a warrant for his phone, like to come in and get his phone. Because if you knew that that was a crucial piece of evidence that could have made this much shorter, like wrapped up, since y'all really wanted to
we got it.
Yep, an open and shut case. That was but that's what I'm talking about. Like, and even talking
Hold on, I got it. Hold on. Here go Justin.
I'm so scared.
Look,
wait. And it just came out of nowhere. It's like Jesus. Okay, wow. That is my first time seeing that clip.
Look, I told you.
It must have been a really busy news day for that not to come across my feed.
It was everywhere, man. That was
never seen that. Like, so now watching it, okay. But this comes back to when we talk about our media training and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing and seeing that he was advised not to do that show. Mm-hmm. Nigga, you should not have done that show. Because and you reading off a piece of paper, like I get it, like these are your points. Which sidebar, Frank works for Beyonce as well. So it's interesting because it really doesn't come across sincere.
Doesn't.
And nothing come like it didn't come across like that. So I'm wondering, like, so like we talk about when we talked about like Jonathan Majors and how you just kind of got to take a step back, but you are trying to convince people so much that you are innocent, that you are the victim. Two things could be true, but you're doing too much. You're doing too much and not enough at the same time. So it's just kind of like, let this play out. So when they talk about that rope and the DNA that was on that rope, and it wasn't tied to the brothers or anything, and like I said, like the surveillance video that's missing like a huge chunk, like it's been doctored, where you see the security guards like interaction with the light, him flashing the light. So it's just really weird. And then even in that other video where it's like, this looks like some white guys, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, that's us. That look like my brother." Nigga, that's not your brother because like, and I'm not trying to be funny or like, oh, I'm on Jussie's side. But to me, I was like, that's not neither one of y'all build.
I
So
just
that's what, and I get it. Like the it's not like this crystal clear. It's surveillance footage, but based on that, like the build, though, that looked like smaller people. So like I said, two things could be. That nigga might have set that shit up, but then he ended up getting his ass attacked for real.
I'm not down that conspiracy wall with you on that. Don. I think he did all this shit. I believe every goddamn thing when that nigga said I'm the gay Tupac, I was like, all right, man, all right. Like this is very performative, and the idea that he was walking around with that goddamn noose on his neck. Who's gonna keep a noose on? I don't give a fuck.
I am with the cop on that. It's just like, but also,
It's like you needed to see me with that. No, nigga. If I just
but
told
also, it's like I'm wondering if it's something that happened where you just are in shock. But like they said, nigga pick that sandwich up. He remember he was hungry.
mm-hmm.
And that's my fat ass. That's what I would do. I was like, shit, my sandwich ain't unscathed. I'm still gonna eat this shit. But it's it comes across as, like you said, performative based on the post reaction. And like they said, okay, it's only so many people. Like we check rideshare, we see these people disappear. I think it's like, oh, and then I think they said that they might have lived in that. I think they said they lived like the brothers lived in that area or whatever.
Mhm.
But I also think it's interesting how they just kind of vanished. And then so y'all could like no longer pick up like their trail, and it was just really really interesting.
I just need
It was
Jussie to
interesting.
leave
I'm
this
gonna say
alone,
this. I'm
Don.
gonna say
He
it was a
needs to leave
really.
this alone going forward. Don't like you got your documentaries on Netflix. It's all good. Leave this shit alone and just try to get in another movie, man.
So I will say what was really fucked up regarding, because they can't. So with them dropping the charges against him, and we know that the I almost called them Jamaicans. The Nigerians made some sort of deal with the Chicago PD based on what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot believe, yes, I can, that the Chicago PD was so upset that he was still trying to say, I'm still innocent. They dropped the charges, blah, 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 but I know what happened to me. Y'all was so upset and angry that y'all was like, you know what? Fuck you. We gonna get you on X, Y, and Z and bring up a whole new set of charges because they can't get them on the same thing because that'll be double jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to even do that and then go against what the deal was, which is, you know, similar, not similar in a sense to what the whole thing with Bill Cosby, how Bill Cosby got out because the judge was like, okay, he gonna forfeit XYZ. In this case, Jussie forfeited the $10,000 bond, which was part of the deal. And then y'all gonna bring. I'm like, y'all can't be that mad. But then you see how fucked up. Like, cause I don't know what was the black guy that was like over. Was he like the captain or something at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so who was just like, you just couldn't take it. So we went to do it. I said, do you see how psychotic and crazy that sound? Like, are all of y'all are y'all well? Do y'all have so many other cases that y'all need to solve? And you gonna censor on Jussie Smollett because it's like it's an easy win for them. And it's that's cheap. That's like disgusting. So
I get it.
that was my frustration, where it's like this could be energy exerted somewhere else. And where I was telling you I was triggered was knowing that how they withheld information, evidence, like in this case, where it shouldn't even been this big of a deal. And that's what happened with my cousin getting killed up there. And so the guy that had been in jail for like at that point was 16 years. And because of that project that where they go through and they get people out that they claim was wrongfully, part of that was the whole thing with them, the Chicago PD not entering all the evidence in that case. And simply because y'all didn't do that, this person gets out of jail. And it's funny because the dude that was what was the DA? It was not the DA. Let me pull it up because his name it came up in this movie. I mean, not this movie. Kim Fox, Cook County State Attorney, who was like pushing for them to get Jussie.
Yeah. I mean,
same thing. Like, and he was like, well, we didn't, his say was upon reviewing these previously unaccounted for documents and considering the deterioration of evidence, we determined that we were unable to meet the burden of proof. 16 years. What? So I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all can go to hell. And that's why and I ain't trying to be funny, but karma came back around to that cop. And you lost your job. And you was about to retire. And they be looking for any and everything to get y'all asses out of there as retirement is approaching to not pay y'all them pensions. And you forfeited that shit, dumbass.
Hey, no, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
So
yeah,
it was just weird to me. I was like, it really had my mind. I was like, this is really simple. Why is this so complex?
He needs to let it be over now.
I think you just got to let it go. Like, I think it's great that you're trying to get back out there, get back into acting.
But stop it. It's over. We done.
No, I think that there's a redemption story arc for Jussie at some point, but he also ultimately did like we haven't spoken about this pretty much since this happened, and now we're talking about it again. So it's just for him, it's like free publicity. I think we'll slowly start to see him and stuff. It probably. And I'm not gonna say
who's gonna be the first person to give him a shot.
I don't know. I know we always go to Tyler Perry, but especially considering like his sister did a Tyler Perry film, But I don't know. I think he probably needs to stay kind of in that theater front for a while.
So you saying he need to do the chilling circuit? He need to do Mama Don't Mess Up the Grease?
No, when I say theater, I meant like off Broadway, like that type of stuff. But I think at some point you'll probably.
I think he should do Mama Don't Mess Up the Grease. I think that's the way he needs to go. The route he needs to go.
Daryl.
I'm serious.
Well, so you think that he just set it all up, correct?
He should be in, yeah, for sure. Okay. He also needs what's the one like the New Jack City when they redo Jason's lyric? They probably redo Poetic Justice. He could be in Poetic Justice remake.
I thought they already did that. I think they already did that, but yeah.
But he could be he's Tupac. He the gay Tupac. He can be in that. Or
no, okay, we have to be really clear about something here.
He said he was the gay Tupac. I'm trying to ask him Tupac.
But I'm not buying what you selling if you trying to sell me Jussie Smollett as what's his name in Poetic Justice?
Lucky.
I'm not buying it.
Even better, let him play Bishop in a Juice remake on
I knew you was gonna say that bullshit. Let's move it on.
I want to see
it. Right. I'm not doing it. I'm not entertaining your shit.
Look, this is it right here. Jussie Smollett, he is the gay Tupac. He plays all Tupac roles on the chitlin circuits. I think it's Quintarius. I'm trying to remember the brother's name that does those plays. Hold on, let me see. It was what's the play? What was the? It was a New Jack City play. That's the one that he did. He did that one too. Let me see. Jaquarius Johnson. Jaquarius Johnson. Listen to me right now, brother. If you come by this, listen to me. Cast Jussie Smollett as Bishop in a Juice remake, and then cast him in a Poetic Justice remake. Please. It'll be everybody. I guarantee you, I'm showing up. How many people gonna show up to see Jussie Smollett?
Up.
Yes, to see Jussie Smollett play Tupac? Come on. Marketing, man. Marketing. Jussie, do it. This is the way you get back in. Because you're going to have to go back. To get back in, you're going to have to go back through with black people again. So this is the way you do. You got to start from the ground up.
I mean, here's the thing. Let's be clear. His end was always black people. It wasn't like I am not dissing him. No, I'm not dissing him, and I'm not dissing him. His end was the niggas. Empire was a nigga show.
Hey y'all, if you like what you see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to hit that button right there. It'll take you to more clips, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. See you back next time.